Are you guys ready for Kanye West?
Yes,
Okay.
there's so many stories about Kanye West right now.
The thing about Kanye West is like I don't even have to like pull up a specific article. I just go to TMZ and I type in Kanye West, and these 5 here, they're just the last 2 days.
They got a whole landing page for him.
His whole page. You search Kanye West and you get 2,672 results. But the article I want to talk about first is the one about North not having TikTok of her own because
she's underage anyway.
Yeah, she's not technically allowed to. But there's Kim's options in the divorce war. But then so we start with North and TikTok, and it says Kanye West has expressed very publicly his discontent over his and Kim Kardashian's daughter North being on TikTok, but we're told the 8-year-old can't even log in without mom's permission. That's right in line with the terms of service, right?
Yeah,
but she just wants to browse it.
I don't think you're allowed to. I don't think you're allowed. Or are you allowed to browse it, but you're not allowed to have your own? If
you're not allowed to have an account.
Probably neither.
But is it also because that incident where she did a live stream around the house?
Yep.
And that's why she doesn't have TikTok anymore?
Well, she probably... I mean, her mom knows the power of these things. I'm guessing that she doesn't allow her to have it. It's kind of like you hear about CEOs who are like... The McDonald's CEOs like, hell no, my kids don't eat McDonald's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yes.
A lot of Facebook. A lot of them are like social media companies like, yeah, my kids... Or was it like the CEO of like Samsung or something is like, yeah, my kid doesn't have a smartphone. Or
Would you allow your kids to watch Pop Culture Crisis?
Depends on if they're under 18.
Not the Dane episodes.
Not the Dane episodes.
All the Dane episodes for my kid.
I mean,
required reading.
Actually,
exactly.
I don't know. After the age of 15, I probably wouldn't care. I would hope that I parented well enough that by the time they're turning 16, they're going to drive an enormous heavy vehicle that could kill loads of people, that they have the reasoning skills to listen to this type of stuff we talk about.
This is a family-friendly show.
I would like to think so. Like I catch myself sometimes swearing because Tim was like, Tim asked me recently, he's like, what do you think about being on IRL soon to promote the show? And I'm like, could I do that without getting the show in trouble? I think I could.
I believe so.
You could.
I was very worried. I'm like, I could just see me slipping in the wrong swear word at some point.
I want to see it.
I don't know.
I want the bonus more than anything.
But
that's why they're all evil. So it says, sources close to the former couple tell TMZ North doesn't have her own TikTok account, nor does she have the app on her phone any longer. I can't believe 8-year-olds have phones. Instead, we're told North can only access TikTok through a joint account on Kim's phone and use it in her mother's presence. That's very smart. I mean, given how busy Kim is, I don't know how.
Well, no, that reminds me when North used to be like really young and she barely knew how to talk. And like Kim was doing a live stream where she's putting on makeup and she's talking to her audience on Instagram. And like North comes in and goes like, hey, mommy. And she's like, sweetie, I'm working right now. Not now.
Must be nice when you can walk in on your mom putting on makeup in front of a cell phone and be like, I'm working. Like, that's not a diss. That's like, I aspire to that level of like, where your home activities become monetizable.
You'll get there.
Is that a word? Monetizable? That feels like a word.
It's a word.
I like to check myself before I wreck myself sometimes. Not just that, but our sources on the comments from North and Kim's account are fully disabled. For North, okay, so they disabled the accounts. We've spoken to sources at TikTok who tell us North and Kim's account passes the company's terms and conditions for minors. I love the idea that there's like they have TikTok sources. I imagine like somebody in like a TikTok, like a trench coat with a TikTok logo on the back.
There we go.
Ducking into a back alley and handing them documents.
Same person that banned us.
Yes, exactly. We got it. The fact that we don't have an Instagram still breaks my heart because it's the only social media I use. So this one is like I can feel like right here, like Tim, Kanye probably has a lot to say about this stuff because he's, when you're held at a distance because of co-parenting, not in the same household, he probably feels very vulnerable to not have it. He knows how powerful social media is, how dangerous it can be if you're not introduced to it in a fashion that lets your kids know just how, everything you put out there is forever. And you're already the family of famous people, so you're going to be highly scrutinized. Like he probably feels very, very helpless.
But it seems like they both know,
Yep.
like they're both like savvy to it, and they're like try to guide their kids through it.
Joey B. Toons brought up like that he's like, I think has got absolutely valid concerns, like worrying about his kid being on an app like this that definitely lowers your attention span.
Yeah.
It says down here, it says, as to why an 8-year-old would even have her own phone, sources close to Kim tell us it's so she can have a direct line to her dad and vice versa. Of course, we're told that the phone is fully monitored with all the parental blocks you can imagine. And to reiterate, there are no social media accounts on it at all.
Okay.
Like, imagine having to like parent with like that level of scrutiny from the public.
Well, also because like I have a younger brother who's the same age as North.
Around 8.
Yeah, so he's around 8 and he has his own phone too, but he also has a smartwatch that's able to call somebody. So I'm like, why does he need a phone if he has a smartwatch to call somebody?
Well, wait, doesn't the watch connect
You
to
can
the
call
phone?
someone?
No. The phone is connected to a different phone, which is provided by my mom.
Oh, okay.
But she gave them a separate phone so they can call also.
Me and Dane are like, huh?
Yeah, so like
I just did the
basically,
Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement.
so basically
about
like
that.
he has a total of like 3 items that he's able to call somebody.
So if he's ever getting kidnapped by the big scary stranger,
Yeah.
he can like.
Got a lot of
I would
GPS
love to have a
locations.
watch where
Yeah.
I could go and then talk to somebody like I'm
Yeah.
like in an old like
James
Bond
Bond
movie.
Mom.
See that? In fact, when this show's done, I'm gonna go buy a smartwatch. It's
There
the
we
first
go.
thing I'm doing.
I think it'd be clunky as hell.
It kind of is because like they forget to put it on sometimes. Like I don't know. For me, it's just kind of weird because why does an 8-year-old need a cell phone if they're right next to you?
This is the other thing I wanted to talk about with him, which was the Kanye claims Kim Kardashian accused him of putting a hit out on her. Oi. So, and this is also, I want to point out this is kind of powerful here. So this is from page 6, and this is from February 6th. So this is from yesterday, right? Today's the 7th. So it says, Kanye West's ongoing feud with Kim Kardashian is far from over. The rapper now alleges that his estranged wife thinks that he put a hit out on her. Yesterday, Kim accused me of putting a hit out on her, West, 44, claimed in a lengthy post shared on his Instagram on Sunday. So let me get this straight. I begged to go to my daughter's party. Remember, he's caps lock Kanye right now. These are all caps. You good still?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm accused of being on drugs. Then I go play with my son, and I take my Akira graphic novels, and I'm accused of stealing.
Damn.
West continued on, arguing that these ideas can actually get somebody locked up. They play like that with the black man's lives, whether it's getting them free or getting them locked up. He wrote, "I'm not playing about my black children anymore." Reps for Kanye West and Kim Kardashian did not immediately respond to page 6's request for comment. The former couple's bitter divorce has taken a nasty turn earlier this week when Kardashian, 41, was forced to issue a public statement just hours after West asked his Instagram followers what he should do about his daughter North being on TikTok against his will. The Skims founder slammed the rapper for his obsession with attacking her in the public eye. I don't think that's an unreasonable...
Can I tell you what I think is happening?
Mm-hmm.
This relationship is being like managed by Kim's like public relations agent.
Well, so you think that she's doing it strategically?
Her agents are.
And he is being very volatile.
Yeah, I think
I feel like he's losing the public image battle here.
he's like getting destroyed by it. And like they're going through a divorce. They're both public figures, and these things matter when like settling divorces. And like from Kanye's side, like every interview I've seen, it's been like, I still love her, she's still my wife, yada yada. But from Kim's side, it's just like gruesome as hell.
Detached, I would say, is like one of the best. Like she seems very detached from it all.
But it's always like things like these, like articles
detached.
and things. But like from her, like from what little I've heard from her, like she seems supportive. But so like there just seems to be like some agents associated to the family and to this situation that are really, really trying to wreck him.
Yep. And I think this part of this is like his own doing because
Which is gross.
He can't seem to keep it off social media, which he should be at least trying to. I understand the instinct, right?
Should he though? Like he's being defamed, and like he just keeps having to like explain to everyone. You know.
I don't know if it would be better to go through a publicist in this regard, like release statements. Don't release it on social media. If what you're worried about is how it looks in the public record, because the public record is related to how it comes out in court. Release them as measured public statements and not off the cuff remarks on social media. And again, it's not even our place really. Like, I have a hard time doing this because who am I? So like, he's going through all sorts of emotional trauma right now, dealing with the
he's got it rough.
Like so, it says. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I am doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes to with adult supervision because it brings her happiness. Kardashian added that the divorce process has been difficult enough for the 4 children they share together, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for it all. Like, it literally seems like she's like I can't tell. I can't tell if she's doing this to be measured, detached, and professional, or if it's like designed to to be incendiary to hit. Like, nobody knows better than your spouse what sets you off, right?
I think it's both.
This is one of those things that. My dad was I love my dad. He was the master at arguing. Right. Okay. He was the master. He'd say something, right? And you'd get really angry. Now, this is my own fault. I was young. I'd get angry. And then I'd start yelling when we were fighting about something. And he'd say, hey, why are you yelling? And nothing pisses a person off when they're mad more than being told to calm down. He was genius.
Psychological warfare.
Yes.
Yeah, this seems like that version, but like in PR. Every single article is like, oh, poor Kim being harassed by this man.
Yeah.
And
she's an angel.
And it makes him look incendiary and out of control.
And it's all about mental health too, which I think is the most pernicious thing of all. Like, everything's attacking his like mental health issues, and like I don't really want to get into it, but like the origin of like people pointing out Kanye's mental health issues is really gross.
Yeah, dude.
It's really, really gross.
Like, anytime he had an opinion that differed from the narrative, it became about his mental health. And the worst is those are what are called concern trolls. I'm just worried about you, man.
Yeah.
Like, that is that to me, it's like a cry bully. Concern trolls and cry bullies are the scourge of the internet. It's the person who
of the world, frankly.
Of the world. The person who basically says, why are you making me hurt you? This hurts my hand so much as I'm punching you in the face. Only it's the emotional, psychological version of that. I wish I didn't have to try and cancel you, but I do. It brings me no joy to do this. But then it goes, like, we go back here and says Kanye scrubs posts, hangs with his kids after Kim K hit claim. So one thing I can say is, like, TMZ, which really is like my favorite of these sites, they are so good about being fairly neutral on almost everything but this case, because it's very hard to report on this without it coming off as just ridiculous.
People love him or hate him, man, and you could tell.
So it says, TMZ has confirmed that Kanye did indeed get to have the kids to himself today, which seemed to have triggered his mass deletion of the disparaging post. It seems like he finally got to see his kids and it calmed him down. Dude just wants to see his family, right? Is that such a hard
Imagine,
right? So it says a video circulating online that appears to show all 4 of the children hanging out with him at some sort of church service he was at in L.A. Sans Kim or any of chaperone around. It seems. What is any sort of chaperone around? Wow, I can't read.
Don't you think she's coming off as super evil?
I think she comes off as somebody who wants to remain, like, somebody who understands the business aspect that comes with divorce amongst celebrities.
Well, they said the same thing when she got married the first time, how she was really detached from her ex-husband.
Yep.
Like, it's kind of weird because, like, for her, like, as you said, like, she sees it as a business standpoint, but as a human standpoint, she's very detached. But she can separate herself from it emotionally.
She's mastered the art of making her personal life part of her business model. So she knows that there is no financial or professional upside to appearing anything other than detached and professional in this situation.
How much business do you need to worry about when you're that loaded? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, you should be prioritizing your children, and what you're doing is you're
defaming. She kind of does.
She's not. She's defaming their father across the world.
He should also not be talking about it on social media, and she should not be responding.
She knows he will.
I'm saying, but it's a disaster from both sides.
Yeah.
I see it as neither side is coming. They're both getting barely passing marks when it comes to this, and it's become this whole thing that it really is kind of shocking to see. And I feel, and honestly, whatever your opinion is of Kim, I feel bad for both of them, and I feel bad for the kids more than any of it.
They're the real victims. That's what I'm saying. It's like she's just worried about business, and her image is like, lady, you are a former porn actress or like one time,
I
one
don't
and
know
done.
if I don't know if you would consider that.
I mean, I would consider it like off the fact that she like created her fame off it. So like it wasn't like an unimportant event in her life. Like she started her whole career off scandal.
Yeah.
And now she's like moving on to the next phase of her life, creating a scandal of her former husband. Like what a...
Movies will be told, movies will be made, and stories will be told about the business acumen that this woman has built up. Not just her, but her whole family.
I mean, her father's famously litigious, so like you can see where her head's at.
So it's she's. I do laugh when people say that she's not talented. I think she's extremely talented.
No, she's super
at
talented.
a very
and
very
smart,
at a very hard to define profession, which is managing the world of basically having a when you're that famous and it's tied to your business, you essentially have a social credit score.
She's like a chick Trump. Like everything's about the Kardashian brand, just like Trump building, Trump this, Trump that.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
Like Kardashian
I'm the
version.
best Kardashian.
I'm the
Yeah.
best
Everyone
Kardashian.
says so.
I sell my name.
There's many Kardashians.
That's
but I'm
true,
the best
because
of all
if
of
you
them.
look how many words that she owns a lot of words.
What do you mean?
Like you can buy rights to certain words that you're not allowed to use as a brand, and she owns a lot.
Do you know like which ones? I don't own a lot of words. I do a lot of business. I was a business.
I wish I sent you that
She's
YouTube
all
short.
I've seen it before. Like, she's all
Yeah.
about that, and that's like how McDonald's owns I'm Loving It. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was a businessman doing business.
Oh God.
But
Okay.
I don't know, man. I just like I thought
I can literally see it's like you feel for him so deeply.
this man. I've just seen divorces, and I feel. I said Theo. I feel like he doesn't comprehend how dirty this is gonna get.
Well, remember he had that one article where he said he's like, I've never been through a divorce before.
Yeah,
I was like,
you're gonna.
That's why you're gonna lose
Dude,
in this,
gonna
unfortunately.
Blown out of the water.
Okay,
like she's on a full offensive move.
Yeah.
And he mentioned it in one of his I think Drinking Bros or some shit. That's what it's called. Interviews. He was like the PR people are just getting in the way of everything. I was like, you already lost.
And even before you really think about it, he's already an eccentric person. So he's going to be misconstrued and misunderstood from the get-go.
He's no longer eccentric. Now he has like mental issues.
No.
You see like how they turn everything?
Usually you're allowed to have those. If you're rich, you're just called eccentric. But if you're poor, you're just insane.
If he had the right opinions right now, he'd be the martyr. But
Yes.
like he has the wrong opinions about things. And
So she applied for 149 applications for
Different words.
Yep, different words. And it's kind of weird because she owns the rights to Kimoji.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it was just a weird thing. I wish I sent you that YouTube short because it says exactly the numbers of words that she owns. Same thing with Taylor Swift. She owns like over 200.
These people are not your friends. They're ruthless business people. I'm saying the age of celebrity worship needs to come to an end. Like it is a business to them, and you are nothing more than an advertising, a source of like a place they can advertise to.
their opinions were a poll.
Yep.
A poll that they got the results, and it's like, I believe this now.
Yeah, like they have focus groups that tell them what to think.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yes. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.